Hello everyone, welcome to part 4 of my Rayman speedrun tutorial. Up next is Moskito's Nest, so let's get right into it. Just from the start, I like to... well, it doesn't really matter that much. I like to... just before I reach this brown spot here, I like to jump, and as soon as I line up with the plum, I do a punch to punch it in the water. So it will look something like this. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't really matter that much. Now, for this part, you just want to jump a couple times. Like, just to be sure, I would like to jump there as well, and then here. And now, for this jump, that's a bit more important. The goal is to jump from the plum as soon as you can, because the plum is slow, but you still don't want to fall in the water. So, the visual cue I use is this dark spot right here. If I jump here, I will always land just to the left of this platform. Also, make sure to press X the longest to get the highest and the furthest jump. So right after you pass this brown or this dark spot, that's where I jump. So let's do that. Right there, I jump again to avoid this fruit here. Now for this part, you want to tap your jump very lightly, because if you don't, I'll show you what happens if you don't. You will actually land on this flower. Even though that's not big of a deal, it will make this cycle of this plum or like this fruit a bit annoying. So what I do, also there's a chance that you actually hang on this flower here and that just wastes more time. So what I do is a really light tap of a jump for all of these. So light tap over the anti-tune, light tap here, light tap again to grab the P, and then a jump punch, but you want to jump and delay punch by like 0.2 seconds or something, because otherwise you will not hit the plum off. So light tap, light tap, light tap, light tap, and then punch. And that's it. Alright, so for this next part, the easy way is to just go to the left a bit, and then again, just to be sure that you don't get hit, because if you do get hit, you need to do this whole part again, and riding the plum is very slow. So maybe when you just first start running this game, it's a good idea to actually just dodge away to the left until they have passed. If you want to be a bit faster though, you will not go to the left, but you will jump. And it's basically just muscle memory, what I use to know when to jump. So you might want to just practice that for a bit so you get the timing right to jump over both the piranhas. Okay, so after that you want to start charging up your fist, and just what I use is just if the cage is in screen. So if you can see the cage, the left part of it, that's where I release. So right there. And then immediately push left to get past this section a bit quicker. Alright, so for this is, oh yeah, this jump right here. Like, you can actually jump right around here already to get on top of it. Make sure to not be turned to the right though, because then you will grab, and that's slower. So if you turn yourself to the left, and you jump right here, you will actually jump through the platform. And you can basically cut a corner like that, just like the one in Anguish Lagoon on the first screen that we did before. So yeah, I jump around here. Do not like jump here, because that's too early, then you will bonk against the platform and you might even die in the water. So just to be safe, take where Rayman is standing right now. That should be safe every time. Now, for this next part, it's a trick called Plum Skip 2.0. Basically, we're gonna use this plum, and we're gonna manipulate it, jump on top of it here again, so it bounces here again, and then you can actually reach that platform to the top right, this one right here, you can reach it. Now, the way you do that, and it's actually pretty hard though, so for starters, you might not want to do that. You might just want to punch the plum normally in the water. Then kill off this anti-tune, if you can actually hit him. Alright, kill off this anti-tune. Then kill off the hunter when he's charging his fist. And then just do this part like this. Punch the plum off. And then go on. Now, if you want to do the fast way, the way I do it is I jump through the thingy here. Then I walk until around here. And then I jump and I punch the plum as soon as Rayman lines up with the plum. Then it will bounce once. And on the second bounce, when it comes back down, so it will bounce. And then it's gonna bounce again. And just before like it lands on the ground, I do a jump punch on top of it. And then it's gonna bounce here again at some point. And just before it lands on the floor, you want to jump here again so that it bounces here again and we can actually reach that platform. Now on console, I actually the timing I use to jump here is right after you hit the floor, but on emulator I like to do it just before because of the input delay. So yeah, that's what I use. So let's try and show you off now. So first of all, you jump through here. Punch the plum. Just before it lands, you jump punch it. And then just before you reach the ground, you jump again. And then this happens. And then you actually can jump over the hunter. And then what you want to do is, while you come off, you punch the plum when you're close to it. And then you punch it again with a jump punch right away. So yeah, let's do that again. Just before it up, we do that, and then that, and that. Alright, so I'm gonna make a save state here. So yeah, what I do here is, just at that point, I punch it in the air, and then as soon as you land, I jump punch it to land on the plum as well. Okay, it's really hard to do it like that, okay. So jump, and then, oh wait. Okay, so jump and then jump punch. That's what I do here. So jump and then jump punch. Now, it will most likely land in the water if we just stay that way. So what I do to avoid landing in the water is the following. Jump, jump punch, and then jump once. And that will make it, make the plum never fall in the water. So jump, jump punch, and then jump once. That's all you do. And then it will never fall in the water. Like, make sure to jump to the right though, because like I said in swamps, if you just jump, you know that happens. So you need to make a little jump to the right. And then you will probably not fall in the water. And then to speed it up, you want to do these punch ducks that we did in the other plum in Swamps of Forgetfulness as well. So yeah, jump, punch, jump here, and then just keep spamming the punch duck for a bit. And then what I like to do is jump as well, because sometimes it makes the plum go a bit faster. Not always though, but to me, like, it seems like it. Now for this plant, you just want to punch it on the lips and then run right through. Alright, so for this part, the way to get on top of this platform the fastest is to jump on this platform and then jump straight up, and you will land, you will be able to jump through the ceiling again, like before. Now make sure to jump right there. Like if you jump right here, you will actually bonk against the ceiling. And then, yeah, so jump right here, and then you want to punch right away because there's gonna be an anti-tune, and then you want to jump over the other one. So let's see if we... Oh dang, I think we lost the save states. Yeah, well, whatever. So jump through, then punch, and then jump over the other one, and you will make it. Now, an easier strat, of course, is to just ride the plum up here, then jump off, and then just wait until there's no anti-tune on the end sign, and then take the end sign. And then go in. And that's it for screen 1. Alright, so for this screen, there is a really hard strat, and there is an easier strat. The easier strat would be to go here, spawn the cage, get the cage, and then these jumps, you just want to like wait a bit to make sure you don't fall down. punch this guy, wait a bit here, and then do like these jumps you can do right away. And then this one you wait 1 cycle, this one you jump right away, and then here you jump at the end, and then here a little jump. And to avoid these red fruits, you just want to jump again and hang here. This is a safe spot. Like, nothing will hit you here ever. And then you jump up, you jump here, and then you jump on the flower. And that's how you want to do it the easy way. Now the hard way is actually pretty precise. When I started practicing it, I needed around like 20-25 minutes to actually get this down. So it might take you quite a bit to get down, but once you do it, you can save about 6 to 7 seconds in total from actually managing to jump on each flower on the first cycle. So what you do is, as soon, like while you get into the screen, you want to already hold left. As soon as you can move, you want to jump on these on this tree without hanging. That's pretty important to not hang. So jump on these flowers. Then you want to hang here for a split second. Hang and then cancel it. So hang and then just push right. And then hold right. So hang and hold right. That's what you want to do for a split second. Not too long and not too short, because it will mess up with the plum cycle later. So, and then you want to get this cage while you drop down here. And then you want to just keep holding right, and you will land on the flower that way. Like I will show you right now. Hold left, jump. For a slight second, we hang. And then if we push right, we will land on the flower. Now, if you don't land on the flower, you either took too much time here, or you took too less time here. So it's actually quite precise. But if you just hang and then right away you push right, you should be fine. So yeah, then we are actually on the flower. And then you want to jump punch this enemy. And jump as late as you can on this flower. And now, this is the hard part. Like the easy part we just did, this is the hard part. Now, you want to run on this flower to the right. And you want to try and land on the left side of this flower. But what you want to make sure to do is to always jump with your hard pressed jump. And you want to time it a bit. Like the cycle is not always the same. So you want to try like figure out, okay, I need to land on this left side of the flower, but I need to use my jump like as a maximum jump, so the highest jump you can do. So sometimes you gotta jump a bit sooner, sometimes you're gonna jump a bit later. The goal is to land on this left side of the flower with a high jump. That's the goal. And if you can do that, then it's basically GG. Like basically you have the strat. It all depends on this jump really. And if you're not sure whether you will you had the right setup, you can always do the next part a bit slower. In the end, that's only gonna cost you like a second to 2 seconds. At least this first part is the most important one. That is the biggest time saver here. Alright, so let's see what cycle I will get. Okay, like you saw. Okay, yeah, I jumped a bit too late there. But like you saw, I had to run all the way to the right and then jump. Like I had to like look at the flower to the right where that is and the one I'm standing on, and then I was like, okay, I need to run all the way to the right of the flower and then jump, because otherwise the jump will not land at the spot I want it to land. So let's try that again. Jump punch this, jump as late as you can here, and then you need to figure out. And then you jump as late as you can there, and then you will land on this flower. But like I said, if you don't feel comfortable with this jump, or you're not sure if you got the right setup, because it is precise, you just jump on this here and then here, which will lose about 1 or 2 seconds, so it's no big deal. So yeah, again, we jump punch this enemy, jump as late as you can here, and then yeah, you just need to figure out, okay, we need to land on the left side of the flower with a hard press jump, which is basically there for me, and then jump at the end again of that flower. But not too late, like you saw. Not too late, or it will screw it up as well. So late here, and then okay, I jumped too early there. Like if you jump too early, you can always like go back to the island as well. Like for example there, I don't think I would have made it, so I'll just land on this platform and then jump on the flower. And so yeah, that's basically it for this section. I'll do it one more time. Just jump at the end and you will always land on this flower here, if you do it correct. But yeah, like I said, you need to get the muscle memory of when to jump, depending on where the flower is, basically. Okay, and then we jump on this. We actually need to jump on it and not fall in the water, obviously. So let's do this part again then, I suppose. Okay, right there, I'm not gonna make it. I just knew I wasn't gonna make it, so I didn't go for it. Alright, and then like I said in the start, we do this part the same, like that, and then we can instantly jump on this flower, and then here, just like light taps. And then this jump is actually pretty precise if you ask me. If you jump just before you hit the anti-tune, and with a hard press jump, you will actually land over the fruit as well. Like you will, oh, that's actually a bad save state. Okay, there we go. So if you jump just before the anti-tune, you will make it past the flower as well. But just for safety, you might want to make a little jump over the anti-tune and then jump over the flower. As a little safety. If you're low on HP, you might want to do that. But yeah, let's just assume we get this jump. Then we jump here, that's easy. Here. And then here I use this flower on the ground right here as a visual cue when to jump. This flower right here. That's the one I use to jump there. So yeah, jump over here, jump here, and then jump on the flower is what I do. Alright, so now this part. You want to grab the cage, and then there is a strat called camera optimization here as well. Just like in swamps on the second screen at the end with the plum cycle, we're gonna do the same now. And this time we're gonna pick as visual cue of where to turn is this spot right here. So this part of the platform, that is where I stand still, I turn to the left, wait until the camera is all the way moved, and then hold right. And that will make the cycles much easier to the right. Now, I even advise you, if you're first starting out, to do this, because it makes the cycles to the right much easier and always the same. If you just hold right here and you do not do the camera optimization, the cycles will be different every time. And it will be annoying. Like, it's hard to learn like that. You might as well just do it like this. It's not only a second and a half or 2 seconds, I don't know, faster. It also makes that next section much easier. So yeah, let's do that now. So as soon as we pass that platform there, we turn left, we wait until it's caught up, I mean, and then we jump over this fruit. That's another important thing. Always jump over it. Never do it like that. Like, I was lucky here that I was able to pass it without jumping, but you're not always gonna be less lucky here. So yeah, let's do it again. Gonna turn to the left right there, wait until camera is caught up, then jump there, and then jump again to land on this plum. Like, this might sound hard, but it's really not. You just need to figure out the visual cues of when to jump. Just look my inputs on where I jump. Okay, that was way too early, obviously. So turn to the left, turn to the right. Basically, where I jump for this flower is right here, roughly, where this Electoon right now is. And then, okay, so let's do that first. Okay, that's good. And then for this next jump, I usually just use this, the end of this flower thing here to jump on the plum. There. And then you can actually just hold right, jump here, jump here. If you want to wait a bit, you can do it like that. We'll make it very easy. If you want to make that part a bit quicker, you can do it like this. Let me just caught up to it there again. Push left, jump here, jump at the flower. Okay, I'm gonna make a... Ah, dang, I didn't make one. Okay. So again, turn to the left, turn to the right, jump there, jump off to the flower. Okay, and then for this part, if you want to speed up that a bit, you jump here, and then you make a little jump to do that part, to speed it up a little bit. But if you're just starting out, it might actually be better to just wait until that one is passed, and then jump. Now also, the thing I do is I wait a split second on this red flower here, and then I start moving to the right. Because if you just keep moving right, like you see, it will screw up the cycles. So what I do, I wait a split second here, and then I push right. And then the cycles will line up perfectly, like this. Or with the easier strat, we can do it with the waiting strat. Like just wait until that flower is passed, and then jump. And then still you are able to catch all these jumps as well. Alright, now for this part, which has a really hard strat as well, and an easier strat. The easier strat I'll do first. Basically it's just jumping over this fruit, then hitting the plum, hitting it twice like that with a jump punch and then a punch after that. And that will usually make it land right there and right perfect to hit it. So again, you just jump over the fruit, hit the hunter, then hit the plum, and then you want to jump punch it and then punch. Well, sometimes, yeah, the punch doesn't line up, but just get the plum in the water, like as an easiest strat. Now for a harder strat, it's to actually jump and then punch the plum while you jump over the fruit, like that. And then you want to punch the hunter with a normal punch if you have a gold fist. Again, a gold fist makes this part a bit easier. If you do not have a gold fist, you can jump punch the hunter. That's what I do at least. Jump punch the hunter and then go punch the plum like this. A bit easier, like I said, is this. Like just punching the hunter once while standing still, and then jump punching punch the plum. So jump, punch the plum, punch him once, and then jump punch the plum. Although the timing can be quite annoying, I'm actually not that good at it. There we go. So jump over it, punch the plum, punch him, and then jump punch and punch the plum. And then it will usually land like perfect where you want it to land. And then you just follow the plum, get on top of it, and hit the cage like that. And then jump over and end the exit. Now, again, we can actually jump through the platform right here. We can, if we are here and we jump here, we can actually jump through this platform. Now we can actually use that to speed this section up a little bit. It's a pretty hard strat, and also this fruit is usually annoying with it, so I really don't advise you to do it. It's more like a swag strat than anything else really to me. So how it works is you first have to do the first strat. Jump punch punch. And then you're gonna follow it around, and around here you're gonna jump on the plum, and then do a jump and a punch and a duck, so that the plum falls in the water quicker. And then, like you saw how I did it, it's pretty hard though. While the plum is moving down, so the plum will bounce here, then it will bounce like that. And then while the plum is moving down and you're standing on it, you want to jump punch around here. So you hit the cage and you jump through this platform. Basically how I just did it earlier. Although sometimes the plum will like bounce off here and then it will immediately land in the water. That's the worst case scenario, which happens sometimes. It all depends on like how you bounce the plum whether it will bounce on here or just in the water. But ideally it will bounce once here, and then because you punch it, it will bounce again here, and then you can jump punch off the plum while getting the cage directly as well. So let's try to show that off once again. Jump, punch, jump, punch, jump, or jump, punch, punch. Follow the plum, like that. And then, yeah, okay. Now we jump too late. So now we won't make it, and then we just have to go around. So the setup in the start was good. At this point, I punch and I duck so that the plum moves to the right. But then I jump too late, as you saw. You want to jump around, yeah. You want to jump around when you're here. And I jumped like when I was almost at the bottom, like here. So you will never make that jump up. So then you just jump to this left platform, and then you can jump on the high platform like this. And then exit the level. And that's basically it. Alright, so now we are in the auto squaller, and there is literally no way of speeding this up. So just get through it. It really doesn't matter what strats you use. The only thing that's important is at the end. So I'll speed this up. I'll speed up this video until we're there. Alright, so what you want to do is stay as most to the right of the screen as possible, because the end sign will be at the right side, and the closer you are to the right side of the screen, the quicker you will end the level, basically. So just try to stay at the right side of the screen, although when you first start out, you might just want to stay in the middle so you know what's gonna come. I already know what's gonna come, so I stay at the right side, basically. Alright, so for if you reach this point, you want to actually make a little jump on this platform, jump over the anti-tune, and then to this platform. That is what I found the easiest strat to do this, because those anti-tunes can be annoying. So jump to the left of the platform, then to the right, and then jump over here. And then here you just want to do like vine boosts the whole way. But you cannot hold X here, you need to tap it. So as soon as you actually touch the vines, you want to push X so you jump off right away, but you want to do a slight tap because, yeah, like I said, you cannot hold because then you jump too high. So yeah, stay at the right side of the screen. If you land on this platform, jump to the right of it, then jump over, and then just spam X and try to get as far to the right of the screen as possible. Now, you don't want to go too fast though, because those vine boosts will push you to the right a bit, and if you're too close to the right of the screen and you're doing a vine boost, the vine boost will actually push you too far to the screen and you will die. So that's not what you want to do. So yeah, just don't die and get past to the next screen here. Okay, so for this screen, what I like to do is I like to start off with a jump punch and then punch this this piranha, but it really doesn't matter because you can just get past it without punching at all, like this. But yeah, I punch it just, you know, why not? Alright, so then you land on this platform, and here you want to actually stand still until you can reach the jump on the plum. Like you saw, I needed to wait a bit longer, like that. Now the reason you want to stay here a little bit is to make the cycles here a bit easier. So that's how you're gonna do it. You're gonna wait a bit, jump on this plum right away, and then jump punch off of it. Now if you do not do the waiting thing, like I just did, the cycles will be different. So if I jump on the plum already, the cycles will be a bit different for the piranhas. So I'm gonna wait a bit. As soon as I'm off the plum, I'm gonna jump punch. I'm gonna jump here, and then punch jump this piranha as well. And that's how I do it. So wait a bit here, jump on the plum, then jump punch off of it, like that, and then just jump, like do a light tap to jump over the next piranha, there. So jump over this next piranha, then jump and punch this piranha. So light jump here, jump punch this piranha, and I actually don't even think you need to punch it. Yeah, you don't even need to do it. If you don't feel comfortable with it, you don't even need to do it. So jump over this one, do a little jump here, and then do 2 vine boosts right there. And here you can hold X again. So jump here, and then do 2 vine boosts. So just, and you can hold X. And then exit the level, basically. Alright, so now we are entering the boss fight. Okay, so just like the first Moskito, after we hit him, he will always move to the middle and the top, unless it is the final hit. On the final hit, we wanna hit him as soon as we can again. But for all the previous ones, we will hit him as high and to the middle as possible, because that's where he's gonna move to. Now these first 2 hits, he's gonna make an, like the first hit, he's gonna make an arc. So he's gonna move a bit up and then down again to you. So where you wanna hit him is when he's on his most top and middle as possible. Then after that hit, he's gonna fly up a bit, and then he's gonna go down again. And then you're gonna try and figure out when's the best time to jump to hit him as high and middle as possible. Now it is very important to always hit him. If you actually miss a hit, like this, he will do the attack, and he will, he will move on. So now I've only gotten 1 hit off, and he's actually gonna do this long cycle twice. So make sure to actually hit him every time. Otherwise you will lose about 8 seconds per missed hit. So hit him as high as you can, and then again, hit him as high up as you can. And if he doesn't make a noise, it means you've pretty much done the perfect hit, which I've done now. And then after the second hit, you want to hug the left side of the screen, because he's gonna drop a fruit over you. Now, because we move to the left side of the screen, that makes him drop it as soon as he's on the screen. Because if we would stand on here, he would move all the way, really slowly, until he moves over me to drop it. Now, he moves way faster when he has dropped it, so that's why we hug the left side of the screen. Because then he drops it right away, and then he moves on with his next cycle. After this one, we move to the right side of the screen, because he's gonna come from the right side. So we want to dodge it out of the way. And then, what I do for these next hits is if after he has left the screen, I wait about half a second to a second to then jump with a long press on the jump to get as high as a jump as possible, and then punch when you're on the highest point of your jump. And then you usually line it up perfectly. So let's do that. Dodge out of the way from this one. And then after a second, jump and punch to the middle. Alright, so after this hit, we move to the left again, and move to the right again, because it's the same it's the same principle. And then for this one, there is 2 strats to it. There is an easy strat, which you will dodge out of the way and hit him like this. So you dodge out of the way, you go back to the right, and you hit him like that. Or there is the the better strat, which is getting stay to the left of the fruit, and as soon as he starts moving, you hit him. Which would be like this. There, right there. Like you will get hit mostly though. Sometimes you do not get hit, but a lot of the times you do get hit. So if you only have 1 HP, do not bother. If you have 4 or 5, go for it. Unless you have troubles with with the fight and you get hit a lot, you might not want to do that, because it saves maybe half a second to hitting him when he's in the middle of the screen like we did in the start. Now, if he comes from down positions, you want to hit him around here. If it's the other side, you want to hit him around here. If he comes from the middle up positions, you want to hit him around here for this side, and you want to hit him around here for that side, because that makes him move to the top and the middle as fast as possible. Alright, so after this hit, you want to hug the right or the left side, at least that's how I do it, the right or the left side. And again, after like half a second to a second that he's off the screen, I'm gonna jump the highest jump possible, and at the top of my jump, I'm gonna punch. Okay, I jumped a bit too early there. Alright, and that was perfect. Like, he barely made a noise, that means you did a really good job. Now for this next hit, you just want to duck. He's gonna do this cycle twice in a row, by the way. And you only want to hit him once during these times. So you either hit him now, and then on the next cycle you do not hit him. Because doing that will make the next cycle a bit faster. So you either jump over him the first one or the second one. It doesn't matter as long as you do not hit him once out of those 2 times. Then you hit him, and now because we jumped over him last time, he will stay on the screen now. And we actually want to move until this point right here, because after his animation runs out that he got hit, he will actually move towards you. Now, because we are standing here, he will stay in the middle of the screen. And again, we want to hit him as high as possible and to the middle as possible. So, stay around here and hit him like that. Again, stay in the middle like this, the visual cue I told you, and then try to kill him as high up as possible. And that's about it. Alright. It seems we actually lost our music. I think it's because of loading the save state too much. Okay. That's pretty annoying. Oh well. Okay, so after this hit, you want to hug the left side of the screen again, and then to the right for this fruit, and then just duck. Then he's gonna come from the middle, and when I said from the middle, you want to hit him around there. Yeah, around there was good. Then for this hit, you want to duck again. And now he's gonna come from the bottom. So like I said, you want to hit him around there. Yeah, around here you want to hit him there. And now he's gonna come from the top again. So again, if he's off the screen, wait around a second, then jump, and then punch at your highest point. And then you usually get the perfect hit off. And then for the last hit, hug the left side of the screen, hug the right side, and then you want to crawl and come back up. And then you want to hit the screen to the right as soon as the purple fruit is off screen. Right there. To hit him as soon as you can, because for the last hit he will just move up, straight up, and then comes falling down. Now, it is pretty important to hit him every cycle, because if you don't, the last hit might be another cycle. So if you screwed up anywhere in the fight, the last hit might be different. So he might not be at the right side of the screen on the last hit like he was now. If you do it the same way every time, he will. But yeah, like I said, if you don't, he might not. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this screen. Up is Batilla. Alright, so now we're in the Batilla screen. What you want to do is hold X and left during the cutscene, because as soon as you can move and can do inputs, it will jump to the left and hang. So hold X and left and hang here. Now there is 3 ways to do it. There is the slow way, which is just grabbing the rings like this, like normal. And there is a slightly faster way, is to skip the middle ring. like this. Now, the interesting thing is that we can actually hold up to lock our speed. So just try it with this ring sometimes. Like, just try it a few times to get used to it. So you swing on the ring, you hold up, and then you press X to jump off. That's all you need to do to lock your speed. Now we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna re-grab the last ring, and then we're gonna just hold up again and jump off to land on this end sign. So, hold up, just jump, just keep holding up the whole time. That's what you wanna do. Now, the larger your tether is, the tether is basically the chain sparkles between your fist and the ring. That's what a tether is. If you make that bigger, you will get bigger speeds as well if you jump off. Which means if you speed lock, you will preserve that fast speed as well. So, try to get a big tether and just keep holding up and swing off the rings. Like, you just need to get the timing right. Like, if you jump too early, you won't make it. If you jump too late, it's bad as well. You need to it's around this time you want to jump. But yeah, as I said, you just need to get the muscle memory for it. So just try it a bit. That's what happens if you jump too late, by the way. So yeah. Now, there is one harder strat for this, which I don't do, and it's pretty risky, because if you actually fall off these rings and you don't make this end sign, you have to walk all the way back to the left, and that loses around 4 to 5 seconds. So yeah, the thing is though, if you can get it consistent, you know, you might as well. So how this goes is like this. And I just failed it. Basically, you're gonna hold jump and punch. No, not hold it. You're gonna press it. Like that, basically. Holding jump and punch on a ring will do this. Basically, you're gonna keep punching the ring and you're gonna actually move up a bit. Now, you can also do that while holding up. And that will preserve your speed and boost you up a little bit, like this. That's how you do the fastest strat, but it's pretty damn risky. So yeah, again, hold up, and then hold X and jump while you pass the rings. So do it here, and then do it there again, which is the fastest strat, but also the most riskiest. Right there. Thing is, if you do that, sometimes your speed will break. Like, or you will not reach the platform. So what I would just do, if I were you, I would just do it normal. Just hold up, jump off, skip the middle ring, and then grab the right ring again. With just holding up. And just try to get the quickest speed. So yeah, that's it for Moskito's Nests. If you did everything right, you will have 4 cages in Moskito's Nests. You will have all cages in Swamps of Forgetfulness, 3 in Anguish Lagoon, and 3 in Pink Plant Woods. We will get them as soon as we get the running ability. Then we will get back to all these levels and pick up all the cages that we missed. So yeah, next up is Bongo Hills. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.